I've noticed I have gotten more animated and active since the beginning of my broadcasts, causing aches and pains, but it's been necessary to give you the facts of ongoing mess and debauchery happening around the world, in this country, on the internet, in many people's lives, and in these raggedy, sick, conniving, lonely streets. Very thirsty, hungry maggots, picking each other's bones, circling all around us like starving, insidious vultures, ready to swoop and gobble shit up. From anything and anyone, for a substantial, lucrative return. Why is lucrative in quotation? Because the paid return takes a nasty bite out of your asses, irreversible, on the back end of things, if movement isn't handled correctly. We'll get more into that shortly. Anyway, family, it's great to be back, right here. Joe Williams' magnificent broadcast, the greatest domain ever to grace the hearts and minds of folks who come for divine understanding, clarity, black knowledge, peace, answers, simple solutions, and strong receipts, leading to the facts. You already know one called per session unless otherwise. Get snacks and drinks, sound effects applied, profanity permitted. But if you are not ready to penetrate walls of systemic indoctrination, and things are too harsh for your thick-ass noggin, and your mind is fucking witch-heavy, 'cause it's lost, turned, and swimming in quicksand, the shit has already been stated before. This train is moving 200 miles per hour, barreling towards rugged terrain and mountain rock formations, equipped with a big black, wide-mouth tunnel, bringing the 4Ds. Danger, domination, destruction, and death. Which is imminent, if you get me twisted and fucked up. So what do you do? This time. Fade to black and get your ass out. Pronto. Yes, indeed. Do not waste your most valuable currency. If something does not serve your interests, time can run short, and it's too precious. We would hate to lose you. Facts no cap. But we get into some shit on this broadcast. Both feet in. Now for those who are unaware, my glasses have a mic for callers and listeners. Shit's going down. First caller, how can I help? As you've heard, Our first caller was unable to join us due to phone technical difficulties and weird human interaction, citing a confrontation at his front door. EMTs and first responders on site. So, we'll put the guy on ice and defrost his ass in the middle of a desert with a camel who doesn't have fat content stored in its hump or metabolized fluids for water. Simple. Now, let's dive into lecture momentarily, but before we do, I had received a short, light-hearted, yet stern call on my private line from our most wonderful, humble queen, Kiki Taste. She would like the audience to know she has many dimensions. Here are a few fun facts about her. Her children is what's most rewarding. She's also pleasantly uncanny, a tech gadget person, fun-loving, quirky, sexy and nerdy. With unlimited talents, stemming from breathtaking aesthetics to a mental capacity on genius level. Straight facts. However, I must allow my eyes to jiggle and dazzle themselves for a couple seconds. We get the point. My goodness, madam, how many times is she going to blow her horn, causing an interruption in retaining knowledge for my listeners? Madam, this has got to stop. Instructing me to speak about useless information that is not conducive or benefiting to folks who seek knowledge and are in crisis on the verge of detonation. Family, let's face up. My hands are tied behind my back. Something astronomically crazy. Even a magician couldn't get out. Literally, if I don't do what is asked. However, there's a limit, goddammit, and I won't be here if shit keeps up. Hell no. I'm serious. Talk to him. Please. The hell she talking? I got shit to do as well. Come on, I don't need this. Lot of shit still going on. Understand. When an important, crucial task was not completed, a wretched compulsion will be back to make sure you are no longer able to function in any capacity. Family, it wants you in every way. The devil, the attempt to pull your ass into submission, very swift, and shit has been successful for many of you. Make no mistake about the power it has. If you insist on staying asleep to the facts, lights out. Bestowing fear and uncertainty, controlling your mind, from the rooty to the tooty. Where the mind goes, the body follows. And sometimes, the mouth writes checks that silly ass cannot cash. At this point in time, one can only conclude, you must have a death wish. So wake the bomber clot up. Folks are rendered helpless, no room to exercise proper judgment. In order to seize a life worth living, deemed appropriate in society. A life people can respect. But these nosy, broke motherfuckers come around trying to tell you how to navigate. Nobody wants to take advice from these jokers. Please shut the hell up. Do it. Or get out. Made no damn sense. At all. To come and get on my line which a mixy foolishness. Family, no. I'm not blind. Do you see what's happening all around us? Are you open to the fuckery condoning this shit? Yes or no? And please, don't tell lies. We know the answer. We do. When good souls have been challenged, I'm telling you, they fight like bats out of hell to protect themselves from the evil spirits that creep and slither in the doorways. Because the loss of loved ones and poverty has fell on top of them like an avalanche of bullshit. Over and over. Rocking them to the goddamn core and depths of their being. These are the results. When we mess over good people, make poor decisions and play harder than we work. And women, you must realize, many of these saucy men don't want a meaningful bond. They just want your kitty cat, then simply ask you to be on your way. Facts. Get with the damn program, whoop whoop. There it is. Bingo. Pay attention. Pick up what I'm putting down. Look, I do not give two shits about your feelings. Never in life. Bubbles are getting popped and burst tonight. Because this is who? Joe goddammit the Wrecking Crew Williams. What's good? Talk to me nice. On the low of a bungalow, on some real shit. I'm going in deep. Nobody's saving a damn thing. Fuck 'em. Royally too. I gets busy. Come on. Old news. Family, they think. We don't see phony demons smiling and playing a role. Right? People have gone nuts. Buying things for gifts, shit they can't afford. And during supposedly jovial days of the year, these stores are filled with pastry folks who claim to be Christians and virtuous people with high moral standing. Right? Wrong. Correcting behaviors of these individuals is wishful thinking. Same ones, main suspects of the usual. Never practice what they preach, using selective actions, picking and choosing when to show a kind heart in order to gain popularity. Like what the hell's going on? Attacking folks for cheaply made merchandise in these retail stores if you get violated in the process. Good. Very deserving. Serves you right. For conducting yourselves like mangy uncivilized mutated animals, for children to be influenced by the same despicable nonsense. But the more we think about these unfortunate situations, we are not too upset regarding accountability, no, because we know the main ones who get out in these streets devoid of proper home training. Please refer to marshmallow documents, pure as the driven white snow, filled with urine, filtered by kidney stones. God willing. But for true kings and queens, I'm in the heart of the bullshit. For you. Right now, reporting to you. To say I'm not. That would be top-tier cappin' and trippin' at its finest. Do not participate in spending money for ungrateful, disloyal people. Refrain from practices taught to you by your adversaries. No one deserves for you to put your household in jeopardy in order to look good for folks who don't pay your bills or keep you covered. Live and direct, let's go. Some of the most poorest people in the world are extremely gullible and kind. That's because they don't own shit or have anything to give but kindness. Anyway, on a brighter note, which leads me to my next point. As I've said before, entrepreneurship should be the end goal. However, securing finances is a smart, well thought out decision. I'm happy to report just recently, a young black king named Malik Senegal, who is a captain pilot for Delta, flew his grandfather and family for the first time, fulfilling a childhood promise. Accompanied by a strong family structure, the grandfather had been very supportive and loving. Throughout the young man's studies and aviation training, absolutely phenomenal. A natural element, by the way, since the beginning of time. Don't get shit twisted. Never, ever, in your living raggedy delusional days, for those snickering in the back. So please, put down the smoke and liquor and do your damn research. Because I promise your ass, that validation and dirty sex you're chasing is only using you and does not want you in your authentic pure form. And if they take you back, they just want to finish you off. When are you going to wake up? I guess when you're dead and your bones have been pulverized to dust. My goodness. Ridiculous. Malik, Senegal. His family is a clear testament of staying the course when raising children. No matter how tough it gets. Not adults putting selfish ways and actions ahead of young folks who strive to make something of themselves. No. A collective effort. This young black king personifies high achievement and success. Extraordinary. He's a winner. Black extraordinaire. In every sense of the word. Giving back to his family, showing gratitude and appreciation that the family's effort and hard work was not wasted and did not go in vain. No. It most certainly didn't. When you apply yourself, drown out the noise, keep your eyes on the prize. Refuse to submit to worldly bullshit. You're able to rise above. Get it done. Allow the fight, dedication, and ambition speak volumes. This young man didn't chase women and losers. He understood chasing the bag. Brings high-value people by the shitload from every part of the world. You abusive, narcissistic bums waiting for the green dot to pop up on your messenger to inbox those whores. Big time sneaky and nasty. Mess around and catch green shit coming out from between the knees. Everyone giving each other head. And for what? There is no loyalty. They're sleeping with 10 other people anyway. Learn the cold hard facts you're dealing with. STDs on the menu. You betcha. These 50-year-old guys running up her notifications looking stupid, and she can't even help you run up your empty pockets, these losers. Wow. Men acting like women screaming about their birthday online, straight saucy and tragic. And if they don't receive enough attention, they are shading folks with their ugly comments and posts. These man-children sitting up there in that motherfucker, mad as hell, smoking, doing fake research, delusional as fuck. Then, back to the internet, prowling for lonely, pitiful women with their tits on display, walking with their nasty butt cheeks out. Like this, biting nails, these particular midlife guys. Hoping loose women will be gracious enough to give them smelly midnight gutter sex for a couple minutes. People, stop the mess. Embarrassing yourselves. Get to it. For once. It's not too late if your damn extremities still work. Ladies, look. Think about the future. If it's a partner you're anticipating having later in life. Because sitting around or cleaning the house while listening to the Clark sisters' worship music isn't going to solve shit, but make you into a soapbox, Bible-thumping, 10 cats loving Miss Mary old bag. Now, is that how you want to end up? Of course you don't. Family, listen close. I keep my ear to these streets. So don't think I'm going through what you're going through on certain things. No. Lot of folks come to me for advice, and I know what's happening. Nobody's dumb. People with bad intentions are no good. They have a war and revelation going on inside their hearts and brain. They absolutely do. These sick, disturbed folks, bums and bumbettes, blocking and unblocking you 2 and 3 times a month. Shit, you get tired, I'm sure. So what do? Pick up your coat and hat and get out of there pronto. Fuck saying goodbye. Because they will fuck up your good energy. Won't think twice as they proceed to watch you fall to pieces with a goddamn smirk on their face. Learn to spot a tortured soul from the gate. True colors are shown immediately with most. Deal with people accordingly. If they're not special enough, keep these motherfuckers on your social page. Your phone number is for platinum membership only. Typical shit. Nothing new under the pastry moon when they howl, looking to eat the sheep. Then look us dead in the eyes. pointing a crooked thieving finger at us family. When all along, just as anyone with any damn brains knew, it was the usual damn suspects. And their awful performance irks the shit out of me. Deflection for those rigged Academy Awards fits like a glove. Of course. No integrity. These people, the great pretenders, only their mask slips every couple seconds. It was not us, just you, and only you. Them. That's what their ilk reported. Sweet apple pie. Finally the real facts, shining through like a hot scorching sun, something folks can actually grasp onto. Reality. Concrete. Truth. Definitely no cap. A white female pastry, ex-news anchor, to be sentenced on federal conspiracy charges, Stephanie Horridge, and her fruity husband, founders of Blue Acorn, defrauded American tax dollars during the pandemic for tens of millions of dollars. We are never surprised. Just vindicated. Family, do you hear this popcorn-eating worthy report? Are these lies? Shit no. Hell no. Fuck out of here. But it's all so very lovely. Give this insidious kiss to our vultures. We had the utmost pleasure of seeing her wear an ankle monitor, coming out of court, smiling and shit. As if she already knew the protection for her complexion had been successfully activated. Naturally. However the ball bounces, prosecutors asked for 19 years, shy of 20. Conspiracy to commit wire fraud. All facts. Me and my listeners know what it is. Like we said. Usual folks. Pulling fast ones, cleaning the fuck up on other people's coins, trying to portray as sweet, noble, good, and innocent. Man, please. Everyone. Say it. Bogacity. Our previous caller never returned, and I won't take another until next broadcast. One final topic before we wrap this thing up. Once again, it's important to click in and see what's happening out here in these streets. And folks must be held accountable, you better believe. When they get us twisted and fucked up, I spoke about this. Family. It's the first week of December. But November of 2025. I witnessed something vile and disgusting, which I am really not surprised. Downright deplorable, yes indeed. It got me hotter than fish grease. But somehow, I was strangely perplexed and vexed. I almost wrote his ass a very nasty open letter for the public to get frustrated with him and for kicks, giggles, and bullshit too. Because he's a clown. Sorry. Unable to get over shit because he has children. You're supposed to show humility. Be humble. While giving back to the poor. Like what the hell's going on? Stupidity and ignorance to the highest level. This archaic, scruffy dinosaur rapper, with no fashion sense, who thinks he's tough as nails, always dressing like young ninjas. Clothes look like he fell into a large box full of wet crayons. This bastard never fails. I'm sick of us getting laughed at, my goodness. Did you see the way the rapper Jim Jones chastised and talked down to a woman, most likely black, for getting in line 3 times for a turkey? And ain't no way in hell she was not black. That was the majority out there, family. We know what it is. Ain't shit to discuss. Please. This isn't rocket science. But we understood the situation. However, no, that is not the issue. Take a good hard look at the footage again. What do you see? Same damn bullshit we do, giving our own people tremendous venom and letting the real culprits slip right past under our coked up noses with valuables in tow. Or should I say, they swooped in with raggedy shopping bags, purposely tattered and wrinkled. Stop. You can believe the lies if you want. I already said, kissing your ass is a class. I did not pass. While Jim, that matted head noodle brain cantankerous Jive turkey, handing out his relatives clearly, was getting at that woman. He looked sleep-deprived, doped up, zooted, high and in great need of a bath. His eyes did not employ the scrutiny, nor investigate, probe into conditions and circumstances needed for microscopic analysis in order to survey the premises. Short answer, when you have knowledge of self, hindsight is 20/20, magnified. He couldn't see. He was getting hustled and jerked, like taking candy from a baby. Three little old sneaky Chinese women with carriages, wearing blue surgical masks. One Chinese woman and man holding bags. The same damn bags they usually have in their carriages to fill up at food pantries in black neighborhoods. And for the people who think I'm talking bullshit, do not make me get into your ass for incompetency. Click the hell out if you're offended and stupid. Some left their carriages at home to appear less obvious. Just a fraction of what you're dealing with. Because they are not hurting for money or turkeys or any damn thing. Hell no. They live in nice suburban houses and mansions, while sucking black poor folks dry as fuck. Just like how those turkey bones are going to be next year, after they get through selling those free turkeys back to us. These are the results when we don't have our own economy. Don't you forget it. I bet every red cent in my account that man and those women are in the same immediate family, living under the same roof, doing what they do best. Dancing like this Mr. Jim Jones, happily getting played like a piano. His intelligence insulted, hoodwinked, squeezed like a lemon. As Jim and his team hands turkeys to these community opportunists, one by one, receiving their poultry. Then they dash about swiftly, soon to arrive back to headquarters to count many free turkeys they got that day. Big facts, my boy. Allow your eyes to arrive to resolution. Nobody's green to the fuck-ass game. But you, Jim. These certain folks got in line, without a conscience, accepting their 10-pound birds, without even as much as a slight thankful head nod, for appreciation and gratitude. None. These insidious vultures mustered the audacity to instruct Jim's team where to drop the birds, using hand gestures. Then, gone, like a thief in the night. Family, why do you think they are mostly quiet? Because they never speak with words. They speak with action. Not even with commercials or ads. Nobody's dumb. But you, Mr. Jones. Fuck out of here. Because naturally, the paid return takes a nasty bite out of your asses. Irreversible. When you turn on your own people pretending to help. Jim tried to act like he was on top of things, sticking out his chest, hurling nastiness to our impoverished people. But that Chinese family stood in line, quiet, huddled at one point, calling plays. Like football, orchestrating when to grab the goods and get up out of there. No cap. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. To go undetected during the turkey heist. People. Wake up out your slumber. Do it. Or fade to black and get your ass out. Get with the damn program. This concludes tonight's broadcast. Be well, open your eyes, move smart. Be good to the folks that keep you covered. Come back again to the greatest place on earth. Joe Williams. Signing off.